she was naming a lot of elite people who pretty much she was talking about how they killed certain people, they were eating other people, like cannibals and stuff like that. Pretty much when the cops are trying to arrest her, but she's freaking out even more, and the police arrest her, and till this day, no one knows what happens to this girl. Or if those elite people actually like got to her.
What is going on, y'all? TB4Y podcast. We back with another episode.
What's going on? What's up, everybody? Happy birthday, Cher.
Don't do no random shit. Don't even get them started, bro. Don't tell me happy birthday in the comments, y'all. Don't start. Don't even do it. Now they're gonna do it because I said don't do it. It's not my birthday, y'all. He's being stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm just doing a little goof.
Let's go ahead and get into the episode.
But yeah, bro, I just want to get right into it, bro. I seen this video the other day, and this video was going stupid viral. Well, actually went viral a long time ago, but I just seen it again recently, bro.
Yeah.
This video is so insane because no one knows what happens to this girl after this video pretty much went viral. It's about this 21-year-old supermodel in Mexico at the time, and her name is Gabriela Rico Jimenez. Apparently, she was with a lot of people who was like big name people and like pretty much people who are like the elites. Yeah. Pretty much. And this video of her, which I'll show you the video, but it's in Spanish, so I'm just gonna tell you like what she says in the video. Yeah. She's like outside of this hotel and she's like wearing this shirt that's like ripped up or something. What the heck? And she's like completely freaking out, pretty much saying that she's seen people eat other people.
What?
Yes.
And where was this?
This is happening in Mexico.
Oh.
And this video went super viral. And in the video, you actually see her getting arrested by these police officers. And she's pretty much telling the police officers, like, I don't want to go anywhere with you guys. Like, I don't trust any of you guys, pretty much. Just like damn near what she's saying. Yeah. And bro, after the video comes out, she's supposed to go to jail, but no one knows what happened to her after that.
So there's there's nothing about her.
She went missing. Wow. And she was saying stuff about like, she was saying she was naming a lot of elite people who pretty much she was talking about how they killed certain people, they were eating other people, like they're like cannibals and stuff like that. Pretty much when the cops are trying to arrest her, but she's freaking out even more, and the police arrest her, and till this day, no one knows what happens to this girl. They don't know if like she just stayed in jail for the rest of her life, or if she got out and she's like living under the radar or whatever, or if those elite people actually like got to her. And
so there's a video of her?
Yeah, I'll show you the video right now, bro. And it's like, I'm gonna have to you, bro. She might have been on some drugs or something like that. Yeah. But like there's something by the way she's saying it, bro. Like it just feels so real, bro.
Me personally, dog, we always rule it off.
It's always drugs. It's always drugs. I know.
You know what I mean? And remember, bro, you seen what I said on the last episode. We are always ready to just say that, but like that guy literally exposed himself when he told Kanye, he said, bro, and I remember exactly the line he said. He said, either we can sit down and have a good, cordial conversation, or we could do step 2 or, number 2, where we drug the hell out of you. Literally, this is how he said it. He said, we drug the hell out of you, and then we send you back to La La Land. Play date with the kids is never going to be the same.
What the see, like
what the... He admitted that we can do this to you again. He said, send you back to Zombieland. So y'all are the ones who sent her there? What are you talking about, bro? So that's what I'm saying. I don't always just want to put it on drugs. Some drugs.
I don't have to. It could be damn near both. They probably drugged up this girl to the max where like she went crazy or whatever. But bro,
that's what I'm saying.
Just watch. Just press play in this video. It's good.
Oh yeah, her shirt's like ripped. Okay, that's the part where she was talking about eating people, right?
She's saying that they're eating people. Yeah. And she's saying they smell like human meat. And she's pretty much saying, like, don't take me. Like, I don't trust you guys.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I don't understand the majority of what she was saying, dude, it's like the tonality is what's scary about it. Like, bro, I don't think she's playing.
Yeah, you could hear like in the emotion in her voice. It's like, bro. This doesn't just seem like, where we grew up, we see crackheads on the streets crying and screaming all types of crazy stuff. They're not that emotional about it.
I'm saying they can't even articulate their thoughts
exactly.
that well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what makes it a little bit like, nah, bro.
Yeah, and this is only a short video. Like, she was out there for a minute, wilding out,
and stuff,
saying a whole bunch of other stuff, like calling out people by name, down there, like what they've done and stuff.
So basically, what is the full thing she's saying?
she's pretty much saying like what the elites have done to her, and
Yeah.
like that she's seen them eat people, and that like they try to get her to like eat people, like all types of crazy.
Really?
Yeah, all types of, and she even calls out like some dude who's like in the government who pretty much killed another guy who was also in the government who was trying to do good for his community, made his plane crash into like some freeway and killed like a whole bunch of other people too.
Really?
Yes, bro. Where it's like, I forgot what the dude's name who was actually in the government. They ended up making his plane fall out the sky. And like, there was like 30 people on that plane that he was with. They all died. They crashed into like some highway or some street, killed everyone who was on that street as well too. And she was pretty much saying that all in that freak out that she was having.
Yeah, dude. See, that's what I be saying is like, how the hell are people this evil, bro?
Yeah.
This is what always goes through my head.
And then she goes missing after this.
That's what I mean, bro. And nobody's sitting here questioning this for real,
And this
bruh.
happened in 2009. She hasn't been seen since.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to lie to you. It's like, and this is just for the girls out here, bro, that, you know, into the modeling, the OF, the whoopty whoop, the any of this stuff, IG models, any of that. This flying out stuff it can be dangerous as hell.
Not for real.
I'm not even saying this girl flew out. You know, it was from where she was from.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, bro,
In general,
even as far as to that, where you are not from Dubai, you're not from Montana, you're not from, you know, wherever these places are, but you're going to let this random dude fly you out and you don't really know too many details. All you know is that he got a check. He got hella money.
Or even just to like
It's
get you a
ridiculous,
job.
bro.
It's like, you know, you got to do some more research. Because
Bro, did you even see that whole thing everybody was talking about with Indeed?
What happened with Indeed? The
Bruh.
website to like get jobs?
The website. You've probably used Indeed before. Bro, I remember I ended up getting a job at a gym from using Indeed.
Wait, what's
bro,
going on with that website?
Indeed right now, I don't know what people are saying, but it's like this thing that's going viral right now. I just thought about this the minute you said, like, even just trying to get a job. They said a bunch of people recently have been applying to, you know, on Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
They've been using the website, and everybody that has been using it, a good amount of people that have been using it have been going missing. I guess they'll go to like a job interview and they won't come back home.
Whoa.
And it's been a while since they've seen these people.
Like they're using it to like traffic people almost.
That's pretty much what people have been thinking recently.
Whoa.
And these people that are running the website haven't came out and said anything.
Bro.
So I don't know if this is just rumor, but I've been seeing it all over social media.
Like you apply
bro.
a job at Jack in the Box.
Yeah, and then you
meet up at some warehouse.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're just like, oh yeah, go to this location right here. It's like, but this isn't a Jack in the Box though.
Like, yeah, that's where we do the hiring process now.
It's just we don't do it at the Jack in the Box anymore because we've had a couple bad situations. So yeah, we just do it at this warehouse over here.
All right, I'll show up.
Yeah, so when you get there, just go like when you're getting past the woods, right?
Yeah.
You go behind the mountain, and pretty much the warehouse is right there.
Okay, but 10:30 p.m. is kind of late for a job interview, don't you think? I mean,
well, that's usually how other companies do it. Other businesses do it. Like Taco Bell does it. They usually do it around like 11, which is crazy.
oh wow,
Yeah.
all right, so I guess it's kind of early then,
Yeah,
huh?
it's pretty early actually. Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'll try to be there on time.
All right, sweet. And they go and do God knows what to you,
That's
bro.
insane,
Yeah, I've been seeing
dude.
a bunch of stuff about this. Yeah, there was even some lady on TikTok that said like her daughter tried to do it, and
Wow.
then and she found out around the same time, and she said like the person
sketchy.
it was super sketchy. So that's what made a bunch of people kind of believe it too, that there are like real people coming out on social media talking about it. So I don't know. I just heard about this, bro, and I thought that shit was insane.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, dude, this thing with this lady is weird.
No.
I don't know what to even say.
I'm gonna cut to that Indeed shit.
Yeah.
Reminds me of this other story that I seen recently, bro. And I'm
Yeah.
cut to like, I'm surprised this didn't go super viral. It should have went more viral than it did.
Yeah.
This happened in the country of Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much these girls from Taiwan started getting these job applications or these job offers to become surrogate mothers for these girls who live in Georgia or whatever, right? And pretty much these people were promising these girls from Taiwan like a fat bag, like hella euros and hella money that they'll pay. And they're like, yeah, we'll cover, you know, the flight expenses, your living expenses, all that. If you just come over here and just become a surrogate mother for the girls here, right?
Yeah.
So these girls from Taiwan ended up going to this place, bro. And once they got there, bro, they realized, like, this job is not what they thought it was, bro. Where they sent these girls to, bro, it's damn near like...
I don't say like a breeding camp.
Damn near, bro.
Are you serious?
It's like a farm where they kept 100... It was like damn near like 100 women.
Just to have kids.
Damn near like slaves, bro. And they used it like an egg farm where they're like taking their eggs that they used to, you know, to make babies and stuff. And they're pretty much taking them and like sending them to, I don't know, God knows where.
So they're basically sending it to other women and like...
other people in other countries or whatever, yes.
Wow.
And they're pretty much using these girls as like slaves.
Yeah, bro, that's literally like almost a breeding farm
Yes,
type
and I
of
think
thing.
3 girls ended up like
dying.
They ended up breaking out of it somehow.
Oh.
And ended up getting help. And then that's how everyone
They snitched on the whole operation.
And that's how everyone found out like what was going on, bro. But they said there was like over 100 women there that were pretty much being used as like a breeding farm.
Wow, dude. And where'd you say this was?
This happened in Georgia, not
Whoa,
America,
no,
Georgia,
yeah.
like the country. Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Crazy.
I
bro.
never heard about it.
But
No, now
those-
I see why you said this shit should have been way more
Yes,
viral.
bro. But
What
those
the
flying girls out from Taiwan. This happened this year. This happened like in February.
Whoa.
I swear, bro. I swear. This shit's crazy as fuck.
Dude, I'm thinking you're saying this is like a
No.
1990s, early 2000s. Bro,
This happened
this
year. Yes, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, bro. This is very
But
interesting.
then that's when I don't know how long they've been doing this for. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But they barely found out about it this year.
Yeah, dude, this is getting very weird.
It's like
bro.
a human egg farm.
Yeah, no, literally, they're treating them like they're chickens or
Yes.
something. I'm not even trying to be funny, but like, wow.
It's crazy,
You know?
bro. A lot of shit is happening under a lot of people's noses.
No,
bro. Where it's
seriously.
like, you don't even realize that, signing up for Indeed could get you kidnapped.
Exactly.
Or thinking you got this crazy job offer to
Yeah.
become a surrogate mother will lead you to becoming a slave pretty
Yeah.
much, bro.
Where they're just going to take it from you
Yes.
regardless if you want it or not.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so crazy, dude. And even that's why I said a lot of these people that are like run companies or any of these type of things, especially like online, made a lot of this stuff way more dangerous. But at the same time, there's a lot more you would be able to like more receipts to find the person back. That's kind of like the benefit of social media is like, okay, who's the person that was, emailing you back or texting you, whatever. The government now can just go and like track
that's true.
the laptop
IP
or
address
whatever,
and
the
stuff like
IP
that,
address, and all this other stuff. So that's like the benefit of it, but the downfall is like, dude, it's so easy to trick people online, bro. You know, it's
sure.
like, hey, we have this huge job opportunity, and somebody that's not really too tech savvy, they just see this thing.
An older person's not gonna know for real.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many old people get
Oh my god,
like finessed? Go sit there and be like, yeah. All you have to do is you just put in your PIN number and your password, and then pretty much that's it. And then we'll go in for you. Pretty much, we'll give you more money. And they're like, okay, cool. And they take all of your money.
Bro, and there was a scam going on, I think like on Twitter or Instagram, bro. And it seems so innocent.
Yeah.
Where people weren't realizing that they're literally giving away their security questions. Like, when you sign up for something, they'll have security questions if you forget your password. Yeah. People will be on Twitter like, all right, guys, I know this is random, but like, what's the name of your guys' first dog or your first pet? And everyone's like, oh, my first dog's name was Chloe. And then that dude is probably gonna get scammed out of hella money because someone's gonna be like, okay, his first dog's name was Chloe.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to his bank account, see what bank account he has.
Yeah, let's type in Chloe and see if it works.
Yeah. His first password or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, see, it's like people be playing around too much, bro, with all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, your life is over with some of these things,
for
dude.
sure.
Like, somebody get your social.
Oh my god.
You're good.
Good luck.
Good
getting
luck
something-
trying to be human again.
Yeah. And it's like, you could go ahead and get another social,
Yeah.
but it's like, how long does that take?
I was gonna say, yeah.
And
bro.
this dude or this person already went wild with your stuff.
Wild with your stuff, bro.
Like, you're done.
Yeah, bro.
They bought yachts and private jets and cars that are under your name and
like,
stuff.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I remember I seen this video. I'll get into my story after this, but I remember I seen this video of this dude who was like one of those crypto guys online, and there was this thing that ended up happening to him. I forgot what it was called. Oh my god! But pretty much, he ended up getting finessed because he accidentally opened another tab that showed like all of his stuff, like his password and everything like that. And it was like basically one of his like crypto wallets or something.
While he was like on stream or something?
Yeah, while I was on stream.
Oh, damn.
And instantly, bro, he like gets off of it, goes back on, and all of his money's gone. Bro, he had probably like over like 10 million in like stocks or whatever it was. Bro, they got him so fast, bro. He started crashing. He started destroying his whole setup. He was so pissed, bro. He was just like, oh my god, they got me.
That's so
And
insane.
it's one of your audience that got you.
Yeah.
You know
it was
what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Like, there's people who probably watch that guy just waiting for him to slip
that.
up like that.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of people, bro. They're
Dude.
waiting to see a slip in so many different angles, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, just to even say what you were saying before, dude, I just think that stuff is really weird. A lot of people just got to be careful, bro, with like dealing with some of these people, bro. Even if they got money, yada, 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 everything sounds all peachy, bro, you got to look into it deeper, bro. Yeah. And this girl got herself into something that probably got her done. Like, she's probably dead.
Bro, for sure.
She's probably dead, dude.
She's probably dead.
If we're going to be
like
realistic.
Some like
or she's a slave somewhere, where they're just selling her off and she doesn't even know who she is anymore because they drugged her up so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that movie Taken is like low-key on some
seriously,
real shit.
yes. That's real shit.
Yes.
So, I don't know, bro. I find that super interesting of like, this girl's just gone somewhere and we'll probably never know.
Ever
and then all we're going to do is rule it off as, oh, she's dead. So we're not going to look for her no more.
Yeah. It's been longer than like 12 years since this girl's been gone.
Yeah. And like her family probably already just accepted the fact that she's probably dead.
Yeah, bro.
But the worst thing is she's probably alive.
Yeah, who knows?
That's the scarier. Like,
Yeah,
that's
bro,
the
she's probably
scarier
worse than
scenario.
dead.
Yeah. Is that they're torturing her, they're doing a bunch of crazy stuff to her,
bro.
you know, maybe probably
the
making
thing
her a
is,
sex
like,
slave.
you're a 21-year-old supermodel.
Yeah.
And you're seeing all this crazy shit, and you decide to talk out about it, speak out about it.
You're cooked.
Bro.
You're cooked.
That's why a lot of people don't speak out about that
Yeah, a lot of
shit.
people just let this stuff happen to them and then keep it pushing.
And then they get involved into that world.
Yeah.
And then they do it to the next person who's trying to get up in the world or something. You know what I mean? I think that's how it really goes. It's a cycle, bro.
Cycle, yeah, I was going to say.
That's how it always happens.
Yeah, but dude, hey, even speaking of just like crazy things caught on camera, this probably is the craziest police body cam footage I've ever seen in my life. This is so insane. So this actually happened in 2021, so it wasn't that long ago. These police officers kept getting a bunch of calls of people saying, hey, there's like some strange stuff happening at this park in this area. And it happened in California too. So the police are like, all right, bro, we're going to check it out because we're getting hella calls about like a weird disturbance in this park. And it's like, dude, it's like 3 a.m. It's super early. They go to this area, bro, and it's showing from their perspective, like them walking through the park and they're looking for, you know, clues of what the hell are all these people talking about. In the beginning, there's nothing. So they're going around the park. They're like, yeah, we don't really know what's going on, but people are reporting saying some crazy stuff was going on over here. Like, I guess these 2 guys were arguing or something, and they started, like, one of them started attacking the other. As they're going deeper and down this park, they end up finding a body with no head at a park.
Really?
Yeah, so they're like, what the heck? And the police officers are all freaking out, like, yo, we just found like a body. They're like calling dispatch or whatever, you know, all these other people.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, you know, we need like other officers over here. This is way bigger than we thought. And they go over to like the body. They're trying to see. And they're like, okay, so if the body's here, where's the head? So they're thinking whoever killed this guy
Took it.
So they're going around, bro. And they go like a couple, like deeper into the park. And the deeper they go, they end up actually finding the guy's severed head. They find bro's head, and they're like, oh, my God, like, this is insane. One of the cops is even getting sick. Like, you damn near hear him on camera. Like, he's like, oh, my God, bro, this is just crazy, dude. We did not think we were going to find something like this tonight.
Yeah.
They ended up identifying the dude's severed head, and it's this guy named James Garcia. He's, like, hella old, bro. He's, like, in his 50s. They're hella confused, like, okay, why did this even happen? So they're trying to get to the bottom of it. They're looking around for more clues, and they end up finding the murder weapon, which was like this 2-inch kitchen knife type of thing. So all the cops were shook. They were just like, how is this even possible that he cut his head off so clean with this knife? Because it was so like thin of a knife, bro. So they were like, dude, this is crazy. This guy had to be freaking going for
Really
a minute,
hacking
bro.
it,
Yeah. So then they end up going deeper down into the park, and they're looking around because they're like, okay, now we found the murder weapon. We found the guy's body chopped up. Where is this guy? They're like, no way that this guy would even be here. He's probably gone. So they're going around the whole park, and deep down in the park, they end up finding the guy, and he's still there.
For real?
I'm not even kidding. He's still there. He's sitting by a tree, and he's just covered in blood, and he's just sitting there. And the cops come up to him, and they're instantly like, dude, put your hands up, bro. You're done. Like, we taking you in. So as they're bringing bro in, he's like smiling and like laughing and stuff. So they're like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Some more Joker shit.
Right? They end up taking bro in. They start to interrogate dude, and they start asking him a bunch of questions like, why did you do this? What is your connection to this guy? All of these type of things. He's not really trying to say too much in the beginning. He's just still kind of just sitting there hella serious. He's like laughing a little bit. He's just kind of playing it off like it is what it is, like a big joke.
Yeah.
The police end up getting out of this guy that he said, pretty much, I stabbed this dude 84 times.
Damn.
And then I cut his head off, and I played soccer with his head.
At the park.
At the park. And he was playing soccer with bro's head.
Whoa.
Kicking it and shit. Yeah. The police were just like, dude, why did you even do this? They're so, like, thrown off by the way he just said it. He says it so casual.
Yeah.
And I'll show you the video of him saying it. The police ended up finding out because he eventually, I guess, cracks, and he says, the reason why I killed this guy is because, I guess, a couple days before, this dude ended up raping his wife.
Oh.
In that same spot where he killed him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so pretty much it.
So he's not really a bad guy.
That's
Low-key.
okay. This is what's interesting about it. A lot of people don't really know what was really going on because they even said this. Apparently, if you look back into this guy's history, he also had another situation where he got arrested before, and it was for some type of shooting with him and some guy, but he got off though. So
So he's not an angel. He's not a perfect angel.
So
either.
yeah, so a lot of the like people don't really know what's going on, and people are like, he could be Cap. Who knows about it? But the way he said it, it's pretty fucking convincing.
Yeah,
dude. I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of do believe that it was a revenge. Because it was such a weird kill. Like, he chopped his head off and was kicking his head, and he was laughing about it and was like so coy about the whole situation, bro. So I'm gonna show you the footage, dude. It's absolutely insane. It's just crazy to see.
You see him covered in the blood,
dude.
In the video,
Yes,
right?
bro.
Okay.
Look, I'll show you, bro. So I will let the sound play at first because right now it's just the cops. They're pretty much just like look. Okay, so they found the body.
He got his head off. Holy shit. It's bad, bro. Yeah? Legit head is like in the middle of the road. Sir,
That's bruh.
Yeah.
put your hands up. Stand up. Hands back. We got him, Sarge.
Bro, I think I've seen this video before.
Yep. Look, okay. So they get bro, right? They take him in. And then look. And then okay. Start from here. This is where I just click it. And then go ahead and put it up to the mic so they can hear it.
Has he said anything? He was smiling and laughing when he looked at me.
Bro.
Why didn't you let that guy? Your wife. What did that happen at? Seems funny. Now what else did you do? He clicks off with it.
He kicked it at passing cars?
Yes, bro. He was wild.
Dude.
And
How scary is that? Like, you're driving and a severed
head comes flying at me.
Bro.
Of some dude, you feel me? So yeah, and then they ended up he ended up getting arrested, bro. They took him in and everything, and yeah, I think he ended up getting a couple years for that, but I don't know if he got out anytime soon.
God.
But yeah, he's probably still in jail right now because of this. Because they were still like, dude, you can't cut somebody's head off like in
That's
broad
insane. And it play with his head like
like it's a
Bruh.
like you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, there's like full footage you can find on YouTube of the
him.
whole arrest of like when they're going through the whole park and everything, and then they find the weapon, they find the body, you know what I mean? But it's all blurred out,
bro.
so.
That's like we said this before in a couple episodes ago. Like, bro, these police that come to this see the most
they see the
messed up
shit.
things in the world, bro. Like, I don't know if you've seen this shit, bro. Recently, bro, this happened this year too.
Yeah.
This story went crazy viral over the internet. I don't know if you heard about this, bro. This happened in Connecticut this year, bro. Randomly in Connecticut, bro, this house ends up catching fire, right? So the firefighters, the police all show up to go put out the fire. What they find inside the house is so insane, bro. They go into the house, bro, and they find this 32 malnourished man. Scoop him up, bro. This guy weighs like 68 pounds.
Whoa, at 32
years old, yes. They pick him up. The police that picked him up said that it felt like he wasn't even carrying anything for real, bro. They put him into the ambulance, bro. They take him to the hospital. As they take him to the hospital, they realize, like, bro, this guy, like, smells so bad. Like, he smells like feces and garbage.
Yeah.
And the dude finally speaks up. He's like, yeah, like, I'm sorry. Like, I haven't been able to take a real shower in so long. And they pretty much tell him, like, bro, like, what happened to you? Like, what happened? Why was the house on fire? What happened? And this dude pretty much explains that, bro. His stepmom had kept him captive at that house since he was 12 years old.
And the only way he got out was because of the fire.
He started, I guess his stepmom had left a jacket in his room that had a lighter in it. And he pretty much set the house on fire to try to get out. Either he was trying to just kill himself or to get police to come and actually come and rescue him, bro.
Bro,
and
what?
They pretty much found out that the lady, his stepmom, because his dad died a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
And his stepmom was pretty much the one that was taking care of him.
Yeah.
She kept him locked in like his closet inside his room for like the past like 20 years or something.
20 years?
Yes, he was there since he was 12 years old. They took him out of school like a couple years before he had got locked up, like when he was like 10 years old. They took him out of school and they were supposedly homeschooling him. And the teachers at the school he went to originally already knew something was up because when he was at school, they said he would be like eating out of the trash and like begging other students for like food and stuff. Yeah. So once the teachers started like sending people to go to the house to check up on him, his real dad and his stepmom pretty much pulled him out of school to start homeschooling him. And I guess like once his dad had died, that's when the stepmom
she started wilding.
Just threw him into a closet.
Oh my God,
and kept him there. And apparently he said like once a month, his stepmom will give him 2 water bottles, one for him to drink out of,
and one to use the bathroom,
and one to like wash himself and use the bathroom. Yeah,
I knew it.
Pretty much, he said that when he had to use the bathroom, bro, he would just like cover it up with like newspapers. So you'll take a piss, like soak it up with newspapers, or when you took a shit, he would just like smother it with hella newspapers. So like his entire closet or his room that he lived in, bro, was just disgusting. The police that went to his house afterward, after they put the fire out, they said that the conditions he was living in was worse than a prison.
Dude,
he was a prisoner in his
own home. No, that's always interesting to me. Of like, wow, dude, and what a footage. That's actually crazy. So they show when they go in and everything. I don't think they show when they go.
They showed pictures of like how his house, how his room looked and stuff like that. I couldn't find videos of the police actually going in, and you probably could find that footage if you look for it. But I just seen pictures of it, and I was like, damn, it just looks like a mess, bro. It looks like fucking like hoarders. You know what I mean? Like, it's just all disgusting. The stepmom, they actually end up arresting her, and
of course,
since this happened like a couple months ago, probably. It happened like this year. It happened like February, March.
What is going on,
bro? It's insane, bro.
There's so many things going under our noses.
Yeah, bro. They pretty much said that they haven't tried her yet with anything. They haven't like really like convicted her of anything, but they said she's looking at damn near life in jail for
100%.
Kidnapping.
And she's like an older woman for sure.
Yeah, she's like in her 50 years. She's like in her 50. Yeah, she's like 50 years old or something like that.
Wow.
And the kid is like 32. He's not even a kid. The grown man is like 32 years old. But they haven't released his name or anything like that because they said that he's like a victim or something. They haven't released what his face looked like, but.
They showed his body.
No, they didn't show anything of him.
Oh.
They haven't shown anything of him. The cops said that he looks like a Holocaust survivor. That's how bad he looked. Whoa. Yeah, bro.
Whoa, dude.
Insane, dude.
Bro, based off of them pictures, dog.
Oh, my God.
Whoa,
yeah.
dude.
I mean, think about it. He's 68 pounds at 32 years old.
Oh, dude. I'm not going to lie, bro. If one more day, he would have been dead.
Oh, my God, for sure.
68 pounds?
Not even 70 pounds, bro.
Like, dog.
At 32 years old.
Dude, you are smaller than most dogs nowadays.
Yeah, bro.
Are you kidding me?
That's insane, dude.
Bro, wow.
They said he was like 5'9" and he weighed only 68 pounds.
Little guy.
Yeah. Insane, dude. And like
crazy.
Own stepmother did this.
See, it's always, I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
It's always something like that.
It seems
it's
like
always
you feel me, that Cinderella shit, man. I ain't even trying to get up big.
No, for real.
It's always something,
crazy.
bro.
And the crazy thing is that apparently this dude had siblings. So this dude, his dad and his stepmom had 2 more kids.
Where'd they go?
They just lived normal lives. They said that they would even come visit and not even like, worry about their brother that's being held captive upstairs pretty much.
They know he was there?
I don't know if they knew for us. I don't know if they knew
she probably capped and said he moved out.
Yeah, something like that. And like even the neighbors, like we didn't even know that they had 3 kids. Like we thought they just had the 2 for the longest.
Jesus Christ, man.
So for the longest time, bro, everybody thought this kid just went missing or died or something. Yeah.
Wow, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro.
Yeah, that's one of my worst fears is not death, but being alive and wishing I was damn near, bro. Because it's like I've been trapped somewhere for so long. I don't even know what like the world is like outside no more, bro. I don't even know what it's like to be like comfortable anymore, bro. I've gotten so comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah. He told the police and the EMS when they were in the ambulance, he said, this is the first time I've been out of my room in the last 20 years.
Oh, you gotta think about it, bro.
How
he was
sad
like
is
his
that,
teeth
bro?
were probably terrible. His hair was crazy.
They said his teeth were so brittle that when he would try to eat food, sometimes his teeth would just like fall out, crack on him. He was super sick, malnourished. Max hasn't seen a dentist or a doctor in the last 20 plus years. You know what I mean? Because they already didn't take care of him.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. It's so much weird shit going on in the world right now that we don't really hear too much about, bro. Like, how is this not top news?
That's what I'm saying.
I'd never heard about this.
It's insane, bro. I seen this a couple weeks ago, damn near, and then the only thing that's development from it so far is that the lady got arrested. I think she actually got out on bail for a little bit, so I don't even know if she's like actually in custody right now. I'm pretty sure she just has to go like to court or whatever, but. It's so crazy how you think this, and the house doesn't even look like a crazy. It's not like some ghetto ass house or anything like that. It's like
it looks pretty nice.
It's a nice house in a nice neighborhood in Connecticut.
Wow.
Where this kid is being held prisoner, bro, in his own room. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you never know. Like, you could drive past his house and you just think, oh, it's just some lady that lives there or whatever. You know what I mean? But you don't know that she's actually holding a whole ass grown man captive who's her stepson upstairs.
Yeah, bro, that's that scary shit, dude, that nobody really thinks of. Because it's like, why am I going to go and just, like, dig into somebody else's life? Especially if I'm the neighbor. We're usually so worried about our own shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, you never really know what true evil looks like.
No, on me. That's what's scary, too.
It could be a dude who has tattoos all over his face, or it could be
the guy who goes to church every day.
Exactly.
And, like, he's clean cut. You feel me? Dresses nice every day. And it's like, dude, that guy, Jeffrey Dahmer, perfect example. You would think Jeffrey Dahmer was,
BTK.
you feel me? Exactly. Yeah, a lot of these. I know he had a whole family and stuff too, right?
And he worked at the church.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
The
That's what I'm
girl
trying
who
to
killed
say.
Sandra Cantu and Tracy.
Yeah,
She worked
crazy.
for the church too. She was
Yeah.
a Sunday school teacher.
Yep. You never know, bro. That's what I mean. It's like evil does not have a face.
At all.
That's what's scary about it, bro.
That's so insane,
know.
bro.
Yeah,
you
that
never
dude-
know. You could be staring directly at evil.
Pure evil.
You know what I mean? You
And
could
they're
be
sitting there smiling in front
Yeah,
of you.
you could be working at McDonald's and you're
Yeah.
taking a dude's order.
He's evil as fuck.
and
Bro,
he's
he has a kid in his
evil
trunk.
as Fuck, bro.
He got a kid in his trunk.
Never know.
And we would never know because, like, you hate your job so much. You just over there, like, here, bro, here's the
No,
large
for real.
fries.
Yeah,
And,
here's the Minecraft meal.
Yeah, I'll meet.
He's sitting there telling us about, I hope I get the grimace egg. You know what I mean? And he got 3 kids in his basement right now or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. And he's not feeding them at all.
Yeah.
He's just getting McDonald's kids meal for himself because he's a weirdo.
Oh my God.
He's like,
bro.
yeah, I got the kids at home. He's talking like it's normal.
No, for real.
And they're sitting there having a conversation like, oh, yeah, how old are they? About 7, 9, and 11 right now. Yeah. And you're thinking that this guy's actually talking about his kids. You're having like this warm
Yeah.
father
Oh
moment.
my God.
But it's like, nah, dog. You're having a father killer
No,
or
for real.
father demon moment.
No, for real.
And you would
bro.
never know that you're staring at the face of evil, bro.
Yeah, that's a scary thing, bro. Like, you never know someone's real intentions. Even
yeah.
just by, even if you know them for
Years. That's what's scary too, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like, whenever I see stories of like somebody will snake them like to the next level, and it'll be like, bro, you know, dude will be friends with this guy for so long, and then like, I'm not gonna lie, I heard this story. This was crazy. This is just off the top of my head. This was years ago, and this dude told this whole story about it where his homeboy basically snaked him because he wanted to end up being a part of a gang. He's alive to this day. He told the story, or actually he might have died a couple years before, but it happened around like 2009. He was hanging out with one of his homeboys. They liked rap music, all this other type of stuff, and his boy kind of was always infatuated with the gang life.
Yeah.
Other bro kind of thought it was cool too, but he knew like, I'm never gonna really dive too deep into that. I guess pretty much what they told bro is either we gonna jump you in and we gonna beat you to the next level, dog, or you got to do some grimy stuff, bro. We got to know how down you are, bro. And it was like some local gang that he wanted to join or something like that. Long story short, I guess he ends up taking his homie somewhere. His homie has no idea what they're doing. He's probably thinking they're going to smoke or something.
Yeah.
And I think he turned around, or I don't know if it was straight to his face, but these dudes pull up. He gets a gun. They hand it to him. I think it was a shotgun.
Damn.
He blasts him straight in his chest.
I heard about this.
He blasted him straight in his chest, bro. And I don't know if he hit him again. I think he said he shot him in like the side of his head or something like that, bro. But it's like, dude, he dismantled his boy and left him there to die. And they all just peeled off and left. And the dude ended up like crawling like super far.
That's
he got
so
up,
crazy.
you feel me, with his hole in his chest.
And the side of his head.
And the side of
too.
his head is like, you know, some Rexplode shit. Like,
Yeah.
he's literally and I forgot where he goes, and he ends up getting like help from somebody, and he goes to the hospital.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He survived the whole thing. And it's like, that was your boy for years.
Man.
That was your homie for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? And he just goes and does some shit like that too because he wanted to join a gang, be a part of some stupid shit.
That's so crazy.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like
saying?
some people would like give
sell
up
you
their
out.
loyalty
Yeah, they'll really sell you out.
for the most dumbest shit
Yeah.
in the world, bro.
It's like, oh, wait. You gonna offer me $10,000. All I got to do is push Mike off a cliff. Really? It's good. $10,000?
Yeah.
That's it?
And now for some reason you're asking me to go on a hike with you every weekend.
Yeah, out of
Like,
nowhere.
we've never been
I
hiking
keep trying to get you different weekends, but I keep being like, nah, it can't be this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, dude, why did you out of nowhere want to start hiking?
But there are people who actually would do that, or they'll
Yeah.
set someone up like, "Hey, bro, meet me at this this
they're not
park
there.
over here. Meet me
Yeah.
at this lake over here, bro.
Yeah.
We finna have some beers. We finna chill."
Yeah, and get your ass robbed or
Yeah.
something.
And then you pull up and you're like, "Where the fuck's Mike at?
Yeah.
He's not even here."
Random dudes come out and be like, but we are.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man.
Yeah.
So either, and then you know what's so crazy? You might even play the role where you go like this. I call you after like, bro, I just got robbed over here, bro. What the fuck, bro? Why didn't you pop up? It's like,
Swear to God, bro.
are
I had
you
a flat
serious,
tire.
Bro, I had a flat, bro. Are you serious? Nah, bro, I'm gonna come over there right now, bro. This is crazy, bro. Bro, did you see anybody? You seen the guys?
Yeah.
And say, I'm already quiet as hell on the phone. I'm like, bro.
And some people won't even realize that. Like some people will think,
Some
like,
people are so
bro,
naive.
like I seen them, bro. Like, bro, I'm tripping.
They're so naive.
And they won't even
They
think
won't even think they're boy.
that their boy is the one who got them set up.
Yeah. Even when it can go to a smaller scale. We always talk about this. Even when it comes to like dating somebody else's girlfriend or, you know, ex or any of that type. Like, bro, I just never understood those groups of dudes where it's like,
We're sharing girls.
we're
and
sharing
shit.
girls to the next level. Like, okay, I get it if it's like she a little tutor bop and you know everybody kind of get a
Passing
little
around.
turn, whatever. But nobody taking her serious.
But to be like,
But
you
to be
dated her
like,
for 3 years.
I dated her for 3 whole years, bro. A freaking fruitful relationship. It was a beautiful relationship. Y'all niggas see me everywhere with her. We went to here. We went to Paris. We went da-da-da.
Yeah.
We done everything together.
A year after y'all break up, I'm
Year
with her
after,
now.
now you're dating her. And then you going to still try to come to the group with her. I never
Insane,
understood
bro.
those. I'd be like, bro, are you kidding me?
That's
like,
crazy.
they'll still sit there and be like, bro, why are you making it such a big deal, bro?
It's like, bro, you dating my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. What do
That's
you mean, why am I
not
making it?
crazy
Yeah.
to you? And then they're gonna do some like, what, like you still like her or something? That's not even the point, bro. It's like you're dating the girl that I was with for 3+ years,
And you not tripping.
and now you're trying to bring her over to like the
kickbacks.
You're going bowling, and now you're trying to bring her with you.
And it's like, yes. And then now you got to introduce, because I didn't introduce her to the homies. So now you got to reintroduce her to some of the homies. And then you just going to skip me, though.
Yeah,
Like, you already, yeah.
Yeah, you know
But,
this one.
yeah, this is my girl, Mandy, y'all. And everybody's just kind of like, what's up, bro? What's up?
and they all know.
They don't know, yeah.
No, they all know that was your girl.
Oh,
for
yeah,
3
everybody
years, you know
knows.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
everybody knows because they seen all the IG pics.
Yeah, so they're like,
they see all the like,
okay,
ooh.
yeah, what's up? Hey, Mandy.
Yeah, it's like, what's up, Mandy? Remember you. You already came around once.
Dude, that's
It's so
weird, bro.
awkward, bro.
I don't know why some dudes are just like cool with that.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's vulture shit.
yeah, like, okay, like, yeah, you date her.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
like I'm gonna pick the dead pieces of the relationship and I'll piece it together and make my own.
yeah.
Disgusting.
And then
dude.
some of those, you know, those dudes, because, like, bro, every dude, if you get a girlfriend,
Yeah.
there's always a moment where you talk bad about her ex at
Yeah,
some point in
yeah,
your relationship. Like,
yeah,
oh, he was
yeah.
a goofball, he was a
Yeah,
nerd.
yeah.
It's like, do you still do that? And then
Exactly.
that weekend you're talking about some, hey, bro, you finna hop on Rivals?
Exactly.
Bro, you finna hop on.
That's so crazy.
Bro, they added Adventure Time skins in Fortnite, bro. You
That's
finna hop on?
so crazy.
And it's like,
bro.
bruh,
Yeah.
but you was just talking shit about me with
You
your
were
girl.
just blaming me with your girl. You was just pillow talking with your girl about me, and then now you better jump and be like, "Hey, bro, you still trying to go hoop later?
It's like,
I'm
what?
not going anywhere with you, dude. You're
Like, what
crazy."
the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, that's so interesting. I never understood those guys that do that. Like, it's like, why even be around me for real? If you just want to snake, it's like, bro, then just snake me from a distance, nigga.
Yeah, you don't gotta be my friend.
You don't gotta be
no
my
more.
friend. You don't gotta be in the group. Like, I know you probably think all the homies are fun, hang out with.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a fun
yeah.
guy, but it's like, bro,
You can
leave
hang
me
out with them
alone,
when
bro.
I'm not there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, be one of those groups.
Yeah, catch me when I'm not in the function, and then
Yeah.
you could come and
You damn near might as well start doing this.
Yeah.
Like, wait, is Mike there?
I never
Oh, it's
know.
good. I'll see you tomorrow then.
like you just gotta start setting up events
where it's your event.
where I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, where it's
You know
like
what I'm saying?
you invited everybody there except you.
That doesn't make sense because like even if you live in the smallest town in America,
Yeah, bro. There's too
there's
many girls.
more than
There's
girls.
more than 5 girls.
There's
there,
more
dude.
girls than your friend group.
I was gonna say.
So there's no reason for you to
Always.
be dating the same
Yeah.
girls that your friends were dating.
I never understood that, bro. It just don't make sense. There's too many people out here for us to be recycling girls, dog.
That doesn't make any sense, bro.
You know, and I know so many people in the comments probably gonna understand what we talking about because it's
Some probably
it's
won't.
weird. Some probably won't. Yeah, they'll be like, "What's so bad about dating your boy's ex?
What's wrong with that, bro?
What's wrong with that, bro?"
It's like, bro, I got a cheat code to this
Exactly.
relationship.
Yeah, it's like, bro, he already laid out the groundwork.
Oh God, it's so weird. It's like you walk. It's like you watched like a gameplay walkthrough.
Yeah.
Before you started before you bought the
But
game,
yeah,
started playing it.
Nah, it's not even like that. It's like you went and got a game that some dude already got to level 50 at, and then you just start there.
Yeah.
And then now
It's like I bought your old PS4
Yeah,
off you.
exactly.
And I'm just playing GTA Online off of your character.
yeah, I already have all the money you got
Yeah,
in
all the
there,
cars.
all the cars you have. You feel me? You already went in like you know,
for
like
did
come
hella
on, bro.
missions. You're
Yeah.
level 100 or something. You got all the guns already.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit.
like you know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to just jump in and just play like it's nothing? It's like it's fun. It's
Yeah.
cool. But
Having a
dude,
good
is that
time.
really like do you feel good about that?
yeah.
I'm just keeping it real. I don't, bro. I can't start a game from level 60 and it's somebody else. It's my brother game.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, yeah, let me just start where he left off. And now I'm fighting these villains. I don't even know the moveset. I don't even know how to play for real, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. I just think that shit's so weird. But,
Yeah, I never get that, bro.
dude, I wanted to tell you something that is hella weird. This is the weirdest coincidence I've ever heard, bro. I'm not even kidding. It all started in 1664 on December 5th. This boat was going through Wales, and as it's going through that area, the boat ends up crashing and it sinks. When this boat sinks, all of the passengers on board ended up passing away. They all drowned.
Yeah.
Except one guy named Hugh Williams. And then in 1785, in the same area of Wales, another ship ends up sinking in the exact same area, and all the passengers die again, except one guy named Hugh Williams.
You're cap.
These are two
It's
different
different
guys.
dudes.
Again, dude, in 1820, on December 5th, all three of these were on December 5th.
Whoa.
Again, in the same area,
didn't realize that.
another boat crashes and everybody dies except one guy named Hugh Williams. I cannot make this up, bro. And then dude, this was the last one though. This one
4 times?
4 times. I'm gonna explain this to you. No, this one's a little bit different. And this one was in 1889. This one was actually in August, I think 19th this time. So it was a different date.
Yeah.
But in the same area, another boat crashes. Everybody passes away except 2 people, and both of them were named Hugh Williams.
Both of their names are Hugh
Both
Williams.
of these 2 guys' names were Hugh Williams on the same boat.
What's up with this like body of water and Hugh Williams?
I don't know, dude. It's super weird. And
I've never
till
even
this
met
day,
someone named Hugh Williams.
I was gonna say it's like an old school name,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But till this day, bro, people still don't understand why did this keep happening? What was going on in that area? Why was it majority December 5th? And why were they always named Hugh Williams?
That's so random, bro.
And you're thinking at first, like,
it's the
oh,
whales?
okay, I don't know. I have no idea. But, dude, you're probably thinking, like, oh, okay, maybe it's like, in the beginning, like, oh, maybe it's the same guy that's just surviving some of this.
all
But
different
no,
dudes.
no.
There's 5 different guys.
These are 5 different dudes. And then the last ones were 2 dudes, both named Hugh Williams, that survived the boat crash.
Damn.
Super weird coincidence. I've never heard this in my life, bro, until recently.
That is so random.
And it just kept
What are the
happening.
odds that it's like the same name
Yeah.
in the same place most of the time on the same day?
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. In the same month.
That's so insane, bro.
Such
how
a
does
crazy
that even, How does that
coincidence.
even like?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that happening?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Even
Bro, this
more
is a
than
real
once.
story, yeah. You can look this up. This is real, bro. This story has been
Bro.
told a bunch of times. This is real.
That's
I was in disbelief.
insane,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm not even kidding. I said, what a coincidence.
Yeah,
dude.
how do you even explain something like that?
You can't. I don't know what that is. And then other people were like, bro, it had to be this guy's a freaking vampire or something. And he could, but how did the last one have 2 Hugh Williams?
Yeah, no, for real, huh?
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, unless like majority of the passengers' names that were guys were Hugh Williams.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's the only way that was possible, that it was a popular name, you know, but even
Yeah, was
then.
it like a Hugh Williams cruise or something like
Yeah.
that? Like, why would...
I don't know. I know you have so many questions, dog. I don't know what this is either. I can't even explain it to you.
So crazy.
All I know is this. If I ever get on a cruise, I'm going to check the list and see if there's a Hugh Williams.
on
I'm
board.
getting off.
Yep.
I'm
Or
getting
changing
off.
my name.
Or I'm going to change my... Nah, I don't think it's going to work like that. Whatever magic is in Hugh Williams' name, you have to be given to it at birth, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
So I'm getting off the boat.
I might have to name my kid Hugh Williams.
I'm not even kidding, yeah. Because he's definitely going to survive a boat
Yeah, for
crash.
sure. He's going to have to.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it had something to do with the whales? Maybe the
don't know.
whales, like, they were like, any Hugh Williams is safe with us.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. But, I mean, that's just the area they were at. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So, I have no idea, bro. Because you know where Wales is at, right?
Oh, you're talking about the place?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about, like, the animals.
Nah, I'm saying, like, the place, Wales.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about, like, they're going through a place that had hella whales.
Nah. It's this place called Wales.
Yeah, I know what you're- okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like
yeah.
somewhere in, like, the...
Yeah.
But crazy.
It's in the UK, right?
Yeah. And it just kept happening.
What the fuck?
In Wales. I don't know what the hell is going on in that area of the water, but it's like some
Or
weird...
Hugh Williams are safe.
Yeah, it's like some weird Bermuda Triangle kind of thing.
For
or
just one
whatever.
guy.
For just one guy, though, yeah. Which is super interesting. This is real, though.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, super fucking weird. I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, unless it was just a really common name back in the
That's
day.
what I'm trying to say.
So it was more common that...
It's like you have a higher chance of one
Yeah.
Hugh Williams surviving.
Yeah.
But then again, why every time was it just the one guy, though?
Yeah.
That's what still makes it weird.
I don't know how you explain that, bro.
You feel me?
I
There's certain
really do
things in
not-
this world that I just be like,
Yeah, I don't know how you explain that,
yeah.
dude.
Unless it's like all the extraterrestrials, bro, that's under the water and they just love Hugh Williams for some reason. They just like the name. They're like, that's a good ring to it.
No, for
You know,
real.
let that guy survive, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I
Bro,
don't
do you
understand.
think they ever met each other?
They-
All the other
all the
Hugh
Hugh
Williams? Like the ones that were alive still. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I think one of the old ones, because the first one to the second one was not that far apart in time, I think, versus the other one was like from 17 something to like freaking like almost like getting into the 1900s closely.
Yeah, they didn't meet each other.
They didn't meet each other, but I think the first two potentially did. The last two Hugh Williams,
For sure met
they
each other.
definitely did. They chopped it up and was probably just like, dude, what's your name? And the other guy was like, Hugh. And he's like, whoa, what's your last name? And then they probably had that
Yeah.
moment of like, that's weird. And I wonder if they started to look themselves.
They for sure probably found out about all
The other crashes.
Yeah, the
I think
crashes
they
that
did too.
happened.
Yeah, I think they did too. But this is super weird when I heard about this.
Bro.
Yeah.
They gotta put it to the test again.
I know.
They got to find a dude named Hugh Williams.
To send him to Wales.
And don't even crash the boat. Just see if the boat crashes once you get there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just go normally. That's what all them dudes did.
Yeah,
They was all going normally.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's like, just go out there with a Hugh Williams, maybe like 2 guys. But then we're going to sacrifice 2 souls.
It's got to be a full boat of full people.
You think so?
30 people at least on the boat.
Yeah. I mean, the first one was 81 people.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a cool.
And
chunk.
all 80 people died except for one bruh.
Except one bruh. Ain't that a bitch?
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, that's probably one of the craziest coincidences.
Oh, God, if I was them, I'm like, I'm becoming like a fisherman or something.
Yeah, God, dude.
It's like I'm immortal in the water.
I'm immortal in the water, bro. But then it might just be in Wales.
I'll become a fisherman in Wales.
Yeah, I was gonna
I don't know how
say
much fish are
because
in
then your
Wales.
goofy ass go to freaking somewhere else, Panama or some shit. You try to go fish it out there, nigga, you're cooked.
Yeah, oh God.
So I don't know. Yeah, when I just heard this story, I was just like, dude, whoa, how is this even real?
Yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah,
that's unreal, bro.
Crazy.
But speaking of people in waters who were dying, bro, this happened in the year 2000 in San Francisco, and it's about this dude named Kevin Hines. And at this time, this dude is battling like real life demons, bro. Like he's going through a lot of shit. He's super depressed.
Yeah.
And his life is just going bad. And he decides to go to the Golden Gate Bridge to
jump.
To end it. Yeah, to jump.
Yeah.
Bro. He gets to the bridge at September 25th. He's getting ready to jump. And as he's at the ledge, there's a lady there who's pretty much trying to convince him not to jump off. And while he's talking to this lady, bro, he jumps off the bridge, bro.
Yeah.
Lands in the water, bro.
Breaks everything.
Breaks damn near all of his bones in his body. He's pretty much dead. Out of nowhere, bro, a sea lion comes up from under the water and picks him up and takes him to the shore and saves his life.
A sea lion?
A wild sea lion.
Are you talking about like a sea lion or a seal?
It was a sea lion who picked him up and literally like nudged him to shore.
Are you kidding me?
Where they were able to take him to the hospital and he survived. He went to the hospital and was banged up and they helped him back to, put himself together. But he survived jumping like 250 feet off of the Golden Gate Bridge into waters.
Dude, I'm super I'm just confused. What possessed this thing to do?
I don't even know. I don't know what made the sea lion come and help this dude and not just drown his ass or kill him or something.
Like just play with him in the water while he's just drowning.
But it realized he's not supposed to be here.
Yeah, and it just carried him back.
Yeah, pretty much carried him onto shore.
Dog, I ain't gonna lie. This is what kind of makes people go, dude, these animals are a little bit smart, man.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Because how would a sea lion even know that, to take him to land?
Yeah. That's so weird. Because, I don't think a sea lion would see a fish and be like, let me take this thing to land and save it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Niggas go eat it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, there's got to be something. This dude has something more important to do on this earth.
I know, 100%.
It's like, there's no way you jump off the Golden Gate Bridge.
And what are the odds that...
First of all, surviving the jump
that was crazy.
Into the water is crazy wild enough. And then a sea lion comes and brings you to land.
Yeah, dude.
And what in the Aquaman type of shit is that?
No, I'm not even kidding, bro. This sounds like movie shit.
You know what I mean?
That is very movie, bro.
And I think eventually he ended up becoming like an advocate for people with depression.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, my bad. I was thinking that would have made sense, though, right?
Cool too, though.
That would have made sense. I just keep it real.
Yeah. But after that, you got to get
I was gonna say, bro,
the sea lion tatted on you or something like that,
or something, bro.
Yeah,
or it's like you gotta put a bunch of money into a foundation to save the sea lions or something, bro.
Because they saved your ass.
They saved your ass. You better pay the favor.
No,
I'm so serious, bro. That's
how the sea lion did it. He knew that it was going bad for his kind, so he's
he
like,
was just kind of like,
maybe if I save one of these people's,
maybe I can change the world. Of the sea lions.
That's got to be like a Pixar movie or something.
It has to be. Yeah, has to be. And then they start teaming up.
Yeah. They go on adventures together and stuff like that. Yeah, and they help out some guy who's polluting the waters or some shit.
Yeah. And then they even have a bunch of seals, and they're like SEAL Team 6. Yeah. And they're like a bunch of seals. You like that? And they're like a bunch of the seals, and they have to do these missions and stuff like that. They're like different factions of seals.
They got glow in the dark binoculars and shit like that. That's good. That's actually good. Hey, Hollywood.
Come on,
they need to tune in.
They need to tune in, bro.
We trying to save.
We're really trying to save Hollywood right now, bro. I'm gonna keep it real.
I swear to God.
It's just we're trying to save the movie industry, the shows, all this stuff, bro.
Because they made G-Force.
G-Force was cool.
But I'm saying, why don't they actually make a SEAL Team 6 movie? And it's about a bunch of SEALs.
Come on, bro. It's
it writes itself.
It writes itself.
It literally writes itself, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I would watch it.
I think I would watch that.
We got to throw a bunch of hard body voices in there.
Yeah, it would just but he already voiced the SEAL.
Yep, I was gonna say, see,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He voiced the SEAL in Finding Dory.
Oh, he did, huh?
He was one of the SEALs that was sitting outside. Yeah.
Nah, that's actually crazy. See, we already got him.
And other
Get
white
Jason Statham to be the main
There
one.
you go.
You know what I'm saying? He's
There
like,
we go.
we got a little mission.
Yeah. You know
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
You can already see that.
This is gold.
This is gold, bro.
This is gold for like a kid's movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit would hit.
I think that shit would hit. And Steelers can walk on land and shit.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
And they can
It
have a
would
thing
be-
where like, you know, he's dressed up like in like a disguise.
Yeah.
And he has his mustache and shit and he looks like a human.
Yeah, exactly. And they
To
sit
like
there-
get into the building and shit.
Yeah, he's wearing like the little trench coat. He has the hat. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there like, yeah, let me just get in Oldsmobile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get money and stuff.
Yeah,
They're trying to
that's
figure
good.
stuff out.
Yeah, that was good.
Come on. You know, I think that would be dope. That would be a good movie.
Bro.
But
We're
I don't
writing
know.
movies here.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They just need to tune in, bro. Stop playing with us.
Yeah, but there's a lot of weird stories like that where like
I know.
an animal will help a
Somebody.
human.
Like I'm pretty sure there's stories of dolphins saving somebody.
sure.
Those
Dolphins
things,
have
like-
saved people from shark attacks and shit.
Yeah, I know. That's what's crazy. Yeah, I seen there was this video.
And
This
then
guy
they-
talked about it. Yeah.
And then the dolphins do something.
Yeah, and then they're just like, yeah, but I still need a favor though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, bro, I seen this
Nah, I'm
one
already
story.
done.
I don't even know if this is real for us, bro.
Don't.
Y'all could go fact check this.
don't.
There's this dude in Australia
Yeah.
who like rescued a penguin or some shit. He like saved the penguin, helped out a penguin somehow.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, every year this penguin swims all the way to Australia
Yeah.
to meet up with bruh.
Dude, that's interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Penguins are interesting creatures, dog.
Yeah, don't
Like,
they like
you
shun? They be shunning
Yeah,
each
they
other.
shun
and
each
shit?
other, and they'll pretty much be like, bro, go to the top of that mountain and leave us alone. And
And
bro
they'll
gotta
just
go.
wander off.
Yeah, and then he's gonna die.
That's so sad.
Because they can't, yeah, bro. They have such a weird existence. Like, it's so brutal. But, like, at the same time, one thing I find the most interesting about penguins, and I've seen this girl actually talk about it, I think certain animals that have, like, duality to them are so interesting. Like, you see a penguin on land, it moves so awkward.
Yeah, but in the water, that
in the
motherfucker.
water, dude. They're so quick.
You ever been to like Monterey or something
Yes,
like that?
and you'll see them
in the
just
water.
swimming in
oh,
the
yeah.
water. Bro, they're so fast, and then they'll just go, jump up, land. Now they're walking hella weird.
Waterland and
You know?
shit, yeah.
And then even seals, they do the same thing. They're like this.
Yeah.
When they're in the
Oh
water,
my God,
dude,
yeah, they're moving.
it's so interesting, right? Like, it's like this thing is technically a land animal, but
it's more of a
it's
water
more of a
animal.
water one though, because it can't breathe underwater.
Yeah.
That's so weird of like an existence. Like, and you can sleep underwater.
They can?
I don't know if it's them, but I know like manatees sleep underwater.
But they can't normally breathe underwater.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Hippos sleep underwater.
Hippos sleep underwater.
And they can move
And they
in
can
water
move
too.
underwater too quick. Those things are fast too, bro. A lot of people, there's a lot of misconceptions about some of these big animals,
Oh my
though.
God, for
Like,
sure.
even alligators are quick in
Oh,
the
yeah.
water.
Oh,
When they
yeah.
really want to, bro. I seen this video, you probably seen it online, where there was this boat, and the alligator following the boat, and you just see, like, every so often, it'll go like this, it'll pop its head up a little bit, go deep underwater, you can't see it, and then you're like, okay, they lost it. It's right there.
Neck and neck.
And the
Always
boat's
right
going
next
quick.
to you. Yeah.
I was like, all right, bro. And it was a big alligator, dude. This isn't a, you feel me?
know,
Like,
I
or a
think-
crocodile, my
I
bad.
don't gonna lie. I think water creatures are scarier sometimes than land creatures.
100%.
like-
I think they are.
Because it's like, one, if you're ever in face to face with a sea creature, you're
Yeah,
already
you're
out of your
cooked.
element.
You're super cooked.
And you're in their element.
Yeah, you're super cooked, bro. It's like this thing can swim way fast. Like, that's why I said, bro,
Yeah.
I'm keeping it so real. I've been just watching so many videos on this. I'm like, dude, being like, if I had to pick, and they told me like, bro, there's no other way around it, bro. You got to be sent back in time, bro. Either you're going to be on the land, or we're going to spawn you right into the sea. Bro, spawn me on the land.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
sure.
keeping it real, bro.
I'm taking saber-tooth tigers and giant centipedes.
No, I'm talking, yeah, the giant centipedes, the giant spiders, the giant scorpions, dog.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking
Bro,
that over
Imagine
any
getting
day.
pierced by a giant scorpion in your chest. Your chest
a
is
fatality or some
exploding,
shit,
dog.
yeah.
No, I'm not even kidding. On some fatality shit. Imagine the venom.
Oh, my God.
The amount of venom that would just circulate through your body.
Instantly, all your veins are popping all
I was
at
going to
once.
say everything. You're just going to shrivel up.
Yeah.
You know what's so wild, too?
I'm taking that over a megalodon or something.
I
like
was
that, you know
gonna
what I
say,
mean?
dog. You know what's so wild too, though? If you notice this, notice how even God knew we're not gonna ever make giant praying mantis.
Yeah, because I think it would just be way too deadly.
That thing would have been too OP, bro. They can fly, they can climb, they have razor sharp things like this.
And venomous.
You feel what I'm saying? They could twist their head 360.
They could do that.
Yes, they could twist their head all the way around.
No, that's crazy.
Like an owl or something, bro.
Yeah, there's a reason why bugs are the size that they are.
Yeah, because those things, like when they were roaming around the earth before, bro, like there were centipedes the size of like a train and shit. Like, what are you talking about, dog?
Crazy, bro.
What are you talking about? Or like a limo. What are you talking about?
That's huge.
A centipede the size of a limo is crazy, bro. They said it would wrap around trees like this, coil around a tree.
Yeah. And it's like
there's snakes the size of Empire State Building or something.
That's
like,
insane,
what are you
bro.
talking about? That's almost
insane,
like
bro.
the world snake from Norse mythology or something.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's too big, bro. And I'm juicing the numbers a little bit with that one, but dude, these things were huge.
Yeah.
Like that's so crazy.
Even
to me,
like
but-
the giant sloth and shit.
yeah, bro, that's too big of a creature, dude. Of just walking around, roaming freely. You feel me? And I know these are two different time zones, like the bugs and the whatever.
Yeah.
But dude, even just the water stuff was too much, bro. Like even the fish, the normal fish today, their relatives were insane. I don't even remember what this one fish is called, bro. But it's like its teeth are like blocks. And it's like blocked fangs, bro. They're so thick, dude. It literally looks like like a fish with just hella armor on it, and it's like 10 feet long.
Really,
Bro, these things were crazy back in the day, bro. I'm not even playing. I never would have dealt with none of that.
I'm like, there's a reason why humans run around in that time because we would have fucking got.
Oh, we would have got, bro, instantly. Everything was out to get us.
Yeah, everything's gonna
mosquitoes
kill you.
the size of your dog.
Oh my god,
You know what I'm saying? It's like
sucks up all the blood out of you.
One
Instantly.
slurp, no
Yeah,
diddy.
God, yeah, God.
Sorry,
No, for real.
but that's crazy though, bro. One little
like, I think I'd
you're
rather
cooked.
deal with like, I don't know, bro, like radioactive, post-apocalyptic,
Yeah.
fallout-looking animals than like prehistoric animals. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I'm gonna keep it real because I'm like, that was good. That was good. I didn't even peep that. I didn't even notice it. That was
like
good. That was
that.
good.
I like that.
But yeah, I'd rather deal with that
Yeah, for sure.
than any of this other stuff.
Give
'cause
me a
it's too
death
much.
claw any other day
Yup.
of the week
Yup.
than a fucking saber-tooth tiger or whatever.
Short
the fuck,
faced
yeah,
bear,
no, fuck that shit.
marsupial lion.
Gigantopithecus.
Dude, did you even know?
Yeah,
I
bro.
didn't even know this, bro. There is another form of the marsupial lion. It literally looks like a marsupial lion, but it has saber-toothed teeth. Literally, it's like this, bro, and it has like a
Like, bro.
Giga Chad jaw.
I don't look out to you, bro. Like
chin.
animals back in the day, I feel like they were literally just like playing like Mad Libs or
Oh
something.
yeah, they definitely were, bro.
Random shit put together.
It was like, ooh, okay, put a badger with like a dragon's head,
Yeah.
and then it's also an aquatic animal. It's like,
yeah.
yo,
give him the tail with a spiked ball at the end of it too.
it's like, bro, what are y'all doing,
like, what
bro?
the fuck?
That's crazy. This thing has a mace damn near. Has a tail. What were we? I ain't gonna lie. We probably even got inspiration off of some of our weapons
first, yeah.
from the dinosaurs.
Maybe.
Think about it, even shields and stuff.
yeah,
It's the
fucking-
armor,
yeah,
or
yeah.
even our armor.
yeah,
Wow, I never put that connection.
yeah. Or maybe whatever the fuck those people were fighting back in the days, they were like,
They probably
yo,
knew, like, yeah, I need to start getting my shit up.
No, for real.
Yeah, that's actually interesting, bro. I don't know.
Aren't we so glad that nowadays, like, we're battling other humans and not
Yeah,
fucking
and not
going to war with
creatures.
wolves and
Yeah,
shit?
I'm just being honest, bro. As much as people hate all the war and everything we're talking about, it is crazy. But
It's insane.
I'm gonna keep it real. I would rather. I'm just telling the truth. I would rather get blown to smithereens
Oh yeah, or shotgun down,
or gunned down,
even stabbed,
even stabbed.
then getting
than
mauled by wolves
than
at nights.
Then getting pierced by a saber-toothed tiger thing that's gonna pounce on me and sneak up behind me and kill me. I'm
Or
cool,
imagine
bro.
you're just sleeping in your village and you just start hearing screams and
Yeah,
shit.
bro, and it's a giant snake
and you go outside
eating
and there's
everybody.
and there's a fucking a pack of big ass dire wolves,
Dude.
sitting outside your fucking camp,
I'm cool.
ripping people apart and shit.
I'm cool, bro. That's wild.
Fuck all that.
That's insane. You know what I'm saying? It's too much stuff. Like, there's nothing to, like, and it's so crazy because it's like the land, sea, even the air. Dude, there was mosquitoes. There was like the big, what calls, bro? There was predators, because I was always wondering. There was predators to those giant dragonflies.
Really?
And it was like these big mosquito-looking things, bro. They were bigger than the dragonflies.
That's insane.
I'm like, bro, all right, I don't, and it kind of, they looked weird, bro. I'm not even
I
kidding.
think everything just had to balance out, bro. And it's like
You know?
where we're living at right now was like a cool balance of like,
Yeah,
we
we're
got
like-
some big creatures,
Yeah, but they're not wildin'.
too big.
It's like the big ones aren't dangerous. Like the whales or whatever.
yeah,
like,
okay.
I'm
like
talking
really
about
big
huge.
ones. Yeah, like elephants. They're
Like,
like
before, bro, there was megalodons. There was freaking,
Yeah.
you know, the one from Jurassic Park jumps out and all that stuff. Like, that's too
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
bro. That's too much things that are big. And the thing swims fast, they said. They said that thing can move in the water, too. That's too OP,
insane,
bro.
bro.
You know, and I'm like, we got stuff in the air, like these big-
Pterodactyls
like,
and
you
shit.
can't even, you can't even for a moment climb up in a tree, be like, let me go get this thing up here because you don't know what's in the tree. And then one of these things from the sky might swoop down like a bird. Bro, even the birds was cool size.
Man.
So I don't know, bro. But hey, oh my God. Even speaking of just things in the sky, this dude's story inspired the movie Up.
Like, he tied his house to balloons and shit?
Dude. Okay. This dude named Larry Walters, he pretty much his whole life wanted to just fly. And since he was like a kid, he always wanted to just fly, you know, figure out how he can do it. So after he graduated from high school, he ended up trying to sign up to be in the Air Force. But they ended up rejecting dude because he had like poor ass eyesight. So they were like, yeah, bro, I'm sorry. Like, you know, you won't be able to do this. So he was kind of sick, you know, kind of put his dreams on the back shelf for a little minute. He ended up becoming like a truck driver, did all these like other jobs, and he ended up even working for like a TV studio for a little minute. So, and he was like the camera guy and things like that. He kind of was just like, all right, bro, you know, I might not be able to do this, but I got to figure out another way to get it. So then one day he was at like this store. He ended up seeing these weather balloons, and he pretty much ended up having an idea like, okay, this is actually pretty solid. So he ends up going back to his studio, and he ends up lying to these people and pretty much tells them like, hey, I needed a little bit of budget for this commercial we're trying to do. So they're like, all right, for sure. Yeah, it's good. He ends up getting a whole bunch of these weather balloons. He gets about like, I think 50 or like 40 something of the weather balloons.
And those things are huge.
Yeah. So he gets a cool amount of those, and he gets a lot of helium tanks as well. So this guy ends up creating this contraption where he puts all of these weather balloons, he straps them to a metal lawn chair. Yes, bro.
And didn't he have like a BB gun?
Yes,
right?
He has a BB gun. So the dude ends up pretty much doing it from his backyard because no one knew about what he was doing actually. So he ends up, bro, filling all these up with the helium. And bro was thinking like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get a couple feet in the air. This dude ends up flying 16,000 feet up into the air, bro, all the way to the point where he's so high that two separate planes literally saw bro, and they like pretty much snitched on bro. Like, dude, I don't know if I'm bugging right now, but it looks like I'm seeing a guy flying in a lawn chair right now. And like even some of the passengers seen bro, and they're all just like, that's such a spectacle. Imagine you're in a plane and you see this. So dude is just like, oh my God, like he's so high up and he's hella scared because like he pretty much is like freelancing this motherfucker. He has no strap-ins or anything. He's like, bro, and he was hella afraid that the chair would topple over because like how he was sitting in it. And so he was like, all right, bro, I gotta start shooting it. So bro tries to get down and he starts to shoot them one by one. And as he was doing that, bro, the chair kind of goes like this and tilts, and he ends up dropping the BB gun.
Fuck.
So, and the thing is starting to go down though. But it's going down at a cool speed. So he ends up going down, bro, and the chair ends up getting caught in these power lines.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and pretty much it ends up making like this huge blackout throughout like the whole city, damn near. Yeah, the whole city ends up having a blackout. The dude ends up surviving this.
Damn.
He actually survives the whole situation. He comes down and he went and like flew all the way to like, I forgot where he was at originally, but he ended up going to like Long Beach.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, he ended up going to Long Beach. I forgot how far he was, but it was a cool distance, how far he flew. And the police out there ended up being like, yeah, bro, you're wildin'. He ended up getting arrested for a little while. I don't know if he actually did jail time, but they arrested bro. They gave him a crazy fine. And pretty much like people ended up hearing the story because it was all over the news. A bunch of people were recording it. Like, you know, on like news people came through and was like, are you kidding me? Like, this is crazy. And the story went viral. A bunch of people afterwards even tried to copy and recreate what bro did.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy as hell. Couple people ended up trying to do it again, but I don't think they really got like as high as bruh. But a lot of people would just use like helium balloons, not like a weather balloons. You know what I'm saying? And you know, get a couple feet off the ground. Part of the reason why we fucking and pretty much that's why people said they believe his story is what inspired the movie Up, and that's what I heard is that it is directly related to this guy.
A little bit.
Yeah, pretty much. It's super interesting.
So crazy.
Yeah, he ended up getting on the news, a bunch of other stuff.
Bro, he's lucky he didn't fucking fall off that chair and die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he had no parachute or anything.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Yeah,
he didn't strap himself.
He didn't strap himself to the chair either. Yeah, stupid plan, bro. Crazy, but he survived it.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, really got to fly though.
Nah, for real.
Man,
got to see the sky.
That's what I'm saying. Crazy. I was like, bro,
it's actually kind of dope though.
Yeah, it's a crazy story though. That it's like he wanted to fly so bad that he made it happen himself. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure the freaking company fired him and everything too. Like, dude, are you kidding me? You gonna use our weather balloons?
And now you owe us money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we gave you fucking $20K or something like that, and then you
Yeah.
fucking spent it on a lawn chair and
weather
balloons.
Yeah, you're wilding, bro. We thought you were making a commercial. It's
And
like,
a
bro,
lawn
we
chair?
better get a commercial out of that.
No, for real.
Yeah, but
Hope
the
you brought your camera up
no,
there.
he did actually. Those
Oh, he
are the
recorded
things.
it?
He brought his camera, he brought the BB gun, and he brought a radio.
Oh shit.
Yeah, which is hella interesting. I was like, wow, dude.
Did he actually get footage from up
I
there?
think he did. Yeah,
Oh, wow,
I'm pretty
that's
sure
crazy.
he did. Yeah, that's what I heard. But
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's seen the footage though. But
Yeah, probably fucking.
yeah, it's probably terrible footage.
Yeah.
He was probably so scared he has it down like this the whole time, so it just looks like
Yeah, looks like the sky. and shit,
Yeah. But I just thought this was so interesting. I was like, wow, dude.
That's crazy. He didn't get like electrocuted when he fucking crashed.
That's
into
what was
power lines
crazy.
and
I
everything
think
either.
what happened was, I think when it came down, it probably just came down straight on the lines of the. But I don't know how the current didn't go down. Oh, but and the chair was metal.
Yeah.
Would that help?
No, that would fry his ass.
That's my point. That's what
Unless
I'm
he
thinking.
had a
Then.
plastic lawn chair.
No, it was metal.
Oh damn, I don't fucking know. Well, some like back in the days they had like the ones that were like it's
Oh,
like a
metal and
frame.
plastic. I know
No,
what you're
no,
saying.
it's like a metal frame, but it's like a cloth that makes up the rest of the chair.
Yeah. So
Maybe he did one of these.
Yeah. Maybe.
You know what I mean? He wasn't touching anything in the middle.
Yeah.
And then he was good.
Yeah, probably, bro. Unless he touched it like that, he would have.
No, for reals.
Got short circuited. You feel me? But yeah.
That's insane, dude. What a fucking guy.
I know, yeah. Wanted to fly so bad, he just did it himself.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
he's like, Air Force won't take me. It's good. Y'all gonna see me up there.
On God.
That's what's wild.
I'll get up there myself.
Yeah,
What are you
crazy.
talking about?
Crazy guy, dude. But guys, we gonna get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of follow your dreams, all you guys follow your dreams, man. That's already the message for today's episode. Follow your dreams. If you want to fly, but don't do it like him. Kids, please don't do it like him.
But be careful following your dreams because you might want to become a model.
Yeah.
You might want to do all this other shit.
Yes,
Get your
yes,
dream
yes.
job, and that might not be what you expect.
Yep.
So be cautious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't get sent back in time to deal with no
Don't
big
do none of
animals
that.
or none of
Don't
that
do
crazy
none of that.
stuff, bruh. You feel me? All that crazy.
Don't battle Megalodon.
all of that.
Don't do none of that, bro.
Yeah. But man, we love y'all. TB4R podcast on everything: Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Ring that bell to be notified every time we post, man. We post every Thursday. Y'all know it's good. We love
Like
you
and
guys.
subscribe. Drop a comment on what's your favorite part of the video, and we'll see you guys next week.